Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Christy and I am a nursing student. I'm currently in an ADN program, and today I thought we would talk about my favorite nursing school books and also books that would be good if you were a prospective nursing student, or maybe you just got accepted into a program and you kind of just want to get a jump start on some learning because, you know, us overachievers, we're always ready. So my all-time favorite, and I have used this in the ABSN program and also in my current program, is Mosby's Pharmacology memory note cards. And these are basically cartoons. So this one is your fluoroquinolones, and it's an antibiotic, but they give you cute little cartoon characters that have their own little stories, and it really helps you memorize the meds. On the flip side, they have all of their therapeutic uses, side effects, contraindications, basically everything you need to know. And it's all kind of condensed in these cute little cards. And they have them for just so many meds. I mean, it's really just been a great resource for me in both programs. My second favorite pharmacology book is this one. I actually just got this one. It is 140 must-know meds, and it is by John Hall's RN. And I got this on Amazon for like $10, and it has just been such a great buy. This one is an even shorter condensed version of the mnemonic note cards, and I mean, it just gives you the bare minimum. So atropine, it gives you the trade name, indication, which is what it's used for, the action, which is how the body uses it, therapeutic class, pharmacologic class, and the nursing considerations, which for those of you who aren't in nursing school yet, it's basically what you need to monitor on your patient and just kind of what you need to watch for, and also what you need to teach the patient to watch for. So these are must-haves, like I love them both. Number 3 on my list. This is pretty generic. This is just a basic drug guide. And this one is by Mosby's. And I like this one. I've had a bunch of different ones and they're all pretty much the same. But this one just gives you a ton of information. It is not condensed, obviously, at all. Like, you're getting everything in this book. But this is a really good resource for when you start doing care plans or when you are trying to look up specific information about a medication that is way more specific than those condensed ones. And this is also a really good citation for when you have to do just basically any type of care plan or any type of report for school, any paper. So it doesn't have to be this one. And in fact, money-wise, I would probably go with maybe a year's older edition. Meds don't really change that much, and some of these books are just so expensive. Like, I don't even know what this retailed for. Yeah, it doesn't say actually on here, but some of these just get crazy up there in price. And especially if you're not even in nursing school yet, if you're not in nursing school, this is probably going to be like a lot of information. I would go with one of the other two. But even if you are, this is the 13th edition. They haven't changed that much since the 12th or the 11th or probably even the 10th. Drugs just, they don't change that much. So I would do yourself a favor and get an older edition. There's that one. Sticking with the pharmacology theme that we seem to have started out on, this is part of the ATI series, and it came with our program, but I looked it up and you can find these individually on Amazon. They are a little pricey, definitely not as bad as other books. I think I found this one for like $35. You can probably find them even cheaper on eBay, but these are nice for both prospective students and current nursing students, even if your school does not offer ATI. Reason being, they give you great information. They're also really condensed and really easy to understand. And it basically just gives you like the bare minimum of what you need to know. And I should have bookmarked a good page in here to give an example, but basically it gives you the bare minimum, and then it even asks you like NCLEX style questions about pharmacology. They also have this series in fundamentals, in OB, I mean basically in every area you can think of. And I just love these. They're so great. They give you little quizzes, and this is part of a series that the nursing schools actually use. So yeah, if you're a prospective student, I would give these a look. At least, you know, if nothing else, you could probably get one used for pretty cheap and see if you like that style. And if you do, these have even been a great resource when I'm just studying. Like when we don't have assignments in this and I just want to go over material, I can't say enough about this. And hopefully you'll get lucky and you will be part of a nursing program that does follow the ATI's coursework, because it's just been fantastic. So that is my next pick. As far as lab tests and diagnostics, this is the one we're using right now. It's by Pagana, and Pagana. Go figure. And this has just been a really good one. This is the 14th edition, so once again, I'm sure you can find way older editions that have the same information. You know, like a lot of these, I mean, a CAT scan has not changed that much in how many years? An X-ray is going to be the same. The patient teaching, indications, concerns, considerations, they're going to be the same. So if you can save yourself some money, get an older edition, it'll be fine. But I would highly recommend getting some sort of diagnostic manual, because there are going to be times that you're going to have to cite either in a care plan or in a paper about why your patient is getting this test, why it's good for them, what you need to teach them. Kind of the same thing with the medications. And this is just such a great tool to have. So it doesn't have to be Mosby's, but I would highly recommend one. And maybe not so much for prospective students, unless you just really want to know all of it. But for sure, when you get into nursing school, if this is not on the curriculum, go ahead and buy it, because this is going to come in handy just so many times. Next up on the list is the Fundamentals of Success. And who is this by? It's by F.A. Davis. But this is just a fantastic book for all of the NCLEX questions. So it gives you questions, and it gives you the explanations on why they were right or wrong. And I really like this one because all of your multiple choice, you know, your A, B, C, D, it goes in order for 1, 2, 3, 4. But it tells you why the wrong answers were wrong. And so it leaves the correct answer in bold. So you actually get to go through with this book and see their rationale. Instead of a lot of the NCLEX question books, they just give you the right answer. But this was just really fantastic because it tells you why that was right and why the others were incorrect. Yeah, I would highly recommend this. Next up is everybody's favorite, Dosage Cal. Who doesn't love dosage calculations? This is a really good book. Tons of examples. It is by Elsevier Evolve. And this is the 11th edition, but once again, there are so many Dosage Cal books. For those of you who are not in nursing school yet, Dosage Cal is what it sounds like. It's calculating the dosages. And a lot of times you'll get a question about IV rates. So, you know, if your patient is on this many milligrams of this medication, how quickly do you need to set the pump to infuse? What is your drip rate going to be? And also calculating out, you know, just things like tablets. So if your patient is prescribed 600 milligrams and they come in 300 milligram tablets, how many tablets do you need to administer? And that sounds really simple, but they get a little complex when you start dealing with IV rates and stuff. So if you get a book similar to this, I would get one that's cheaper or an older edition, just like all the rest of them, but get one that actually shows you the conversion rates and that will show you the dimensional analysis and how they actually calculate the problems. This was a really good one, but it's probably really generic, so save that money. The last one on my personal list is Critical Thinking Cases for Nurses. This is one that I bought myself, or I bought all of them, but this is one that I bought in addition to our coursework because I thought it was just so helpful. And this is, so this is actually an old edition. I think they're up to like the 10th edition now, but I got the 6th because I'm cheap. So this is really great because it gives you real life examples. It gives you real cases that you're likely to see. And it has it divided up into med-surg, peds, maternity, and psych. So the way it's divided up is, you know, say that you want to look into pediatric cases, and this is actually really good for prospective students because it gives you an idea of what you would actually see. These are cases that were taken from actual medical records and patients. So yeah, this one, if you can find this or something like it, this has been an awesome book. So those are my basics. I have so many books, y'all. I mean, I can't even, and these aren't even the ones that I use all the time for the course I'm in right now. These are some of the ones that I used from my last nursing school, and I use all the pharmacologies now though. And then I guess I do use the lab and diagnostic for referencing. But as far as for a prospective nursing student or someone who just got accepted and you're just so excited and you want to get a head start on what to do and what to read, most of the books I mentioned here will give you a really good idea of what's out there. And also, especially the NCLEX questions, like the style of questions that you're going to be asked. Because everyone says this, and it can't be stated enough. Nursing school and the way you study for nursing school is so unlike anything else that you've ever learned. It is just a completely different way of thinking. It is all about critical thinking, and there is usually more than one right answer on that Scantron for that question, but it's which one is most right. So anything you can do to get ahead in the game and just make sure that you're ultimately going to be the best nurse you can be, yeah, I'm all for it. So these are my top picks. I don't even know how many we have or how many I showed, but I'll probably do another video about all of the books we're using right now, and also kind of go over more about ATI because it's such a neat program. But I hope that helps some of y'all, and I would say get on eBay, get on Amazon, and start hunting these down because they are expensive. So if you can find them for cheap, like, go for that. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.